Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Tonight, I am coming to you from the streets of DeadWood, South Dakota. I have never been here before. I have read about it. There's some things here to do. I don't know what's going to be fun and exciting, but we're going to find something. But for now, we're going to walk the streets and just see what's here. And you get to come with myself and Miss Debbie. Say hey, Miss Debbie.
Hello.
All right, well, let's go ahead and we'll get started right after this station identification. So, we're walking the streets of DeadWood, South Dakota. It's pretty cool tonight. Today it got up over 90. Yeah, there's motorcycles. But there's a lot to see, but not a lot to do. I don't know. Let's just look and see. We're out tonight just walking the streets of DeadWood, South Dakota. Saw this picture, but it want to make it saw this photograph, but what's more important, let's look at the building behind it, what it looks like now. And the one-time gas station is now a tasting room, and the garage is a winery. Here is a bucking steer made from wood. And there's the Bigfoot. $10,000 for the Bigfoot? How much?
$20,000.
$20,000 for that Bigfoot. Shine, a real one costs that much. Only you can prevent forest fires. From the late 1870s through the 1910s, this portion of DeadWood Main Street was lined with grocers, boarding houses, bakeries, opium dens, gambling halls, and stables, primarily operated by and for Chinese immigrants. So this section of DeadWood was Chinatown. And just for a point of interest, Calamity Jane lived in Chinatown, and she was not Chinese. Here is one of the life-size statues of Wild Bill Hickok, one of the residents of DeadWood, shot in the back while playing poker. Yeah, I said this was Chinatown at one time. Well, here's Mr. Wu's parking, and there's Mr. Wu's. Another casino, the Mineral Palace. The Nugget Saloon. This is the DeadWood Badland Saloon. But check this sign out. Free beer. We have food too. Topless waitress. Free beer. We have food. Topless waitresses and false advertising. Yeah. Here's the historic tours brothel, DeadWood. They're closed now, but we're going to try to get a tour tomorrow. But look, right now it says beat it, we're closed. This is not only a gambling town, it's a touristy town. Lots of t-shirts, whatnots, things to buy and take home to your children and grandchildren that they'll never use. Here is historic site, saloon number 10, where Wild Bill was shot. That's Wild Bill Hickok. The location of Nuttall and Mann Saloon number 10, the historic site where Wild Bill James Butler Hickok was killed on August the 2nd, 1876. And this is a cool looking bar. Look at all the taxidermy on the walls. Pretty cool. And here is the bar. Look at the workmanship of that thing. That is so nice. We descend the little short stairs in the number 10 saloon, and behind the bar doors. Oh wow. One of the things that came out of Wild Bill Hickok's death, as you'll see where he was sitting, with his back to the door. So not only did we learn that the hand that he held, aces and eights, became known as a dead man's hand, also we learned never to sit with your back to the door. And this is the chair right there that Wild Bill was sitting in when he was shot in the back. And if you look in the very top, you can see the bullet hole shot right through the wood. Killed him dead. This would have been where Wild Bill would have been sitting, in a chair just like this. Of course, I'm thinking most of this stuff is reproductions, but the hand that he was holding were black aces and black eights. After that, it was come to be known as the dead man's hand. Bartender Harry Young was quoted saying, "I had just returned from behind the bar after handing Wild Bill a short pile of gaming chips from the house credit line." In the bar, this would have probably been one of the rooms that you could rent out. Looks like perhaps maybe one of the ladies that worked here was her room. There's a bed with her dainties all hung up and drying, a pitcher of water for washing, and even a bathroom. There are commemorative guns from Wild Bill Hickok, and there he is there. We just found out when we went down the steps, probably about 8 to 10 foot, that the bar was down there, and now the bar's up here. But the reason behind that is this whole street has been raised up about 10 foot because of the frequent flooding they have here. So right here, this building, the Irish pub, you go down these steps to it, that is on the original street level. Well, the street continues on up that way. We are not going to walk all the way up. A lot of old buildings. So they have brothel tours, ghost tours, escape rooms, you name it, they've got fun here. But you know what? What do they have, Debbie?
Gambling.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but DeadWood has a lot of t-shirt places. A lot of t-shirt places. You would think that this was Daytona Beach, Florida for the back rally.
And you, wipe that stupid grin off your stupid face.
Leave him alone. Besides, his own meal knows his way home without his help.
Oh, God bless the Union.
All right, to the Union.
Here is a bust of Wild Bill Hickok, but his real name was James Butler Hickok. 1837 to 1876. Scout for the Pioneers, Scout for the Union Army, Marshal of Hay City, Dodge City, and Abilene, killed at DeadWood August the 2nd, 1876, buried at Mount Moriah, 300 feet above this spot. This is the historic Franklin Hotel, a very grand hotel, and hey, it is a casino as well. And if you want any information, there is the visitors information kiosk. This flag is at the top of Boot Hill, also Mount Moriah Cemetery. The flag never goes down on Mount Moriah Cemetery, as DeadWood was granted permission by the U.S. Congress during World War I to fly the flag 24 hours a day to honor all the veterans who have served our country. Here is the grave of
Does anybody want to take a guess at how deep graves are in this graveyard average?
and Calamity Jane.
3 feet.
3's pretty close.
They both were born in the same month, different years. And they both died in the same month, different years.
Troy, that looks deep enough to me. What do you think? Troy, hey! There he is! There he is! Give me that gun, McCall. I say we hang the stinking bag shooter.
Hey, don't be so hasty. We don't know if we have the right man or not here.
This is the scumbag who shot Wild Bill. I say we hang him. Hang him!
We're gonna lock him up until cooler heads prevail.
No! Who wants to see him hang?
Now look at what you've done. You settle down, you bunch of animals. We're trying to bring civilization to this camp. We're gonna have a trial for that man. Yeah.
Guilty.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni.
Well, 2 days in DeadWood, South Dakota. I really didn't know what to make of DeadWood in the beginning, but it kind of grew on me.
Yeah, his world was kind of turned upside down when his plan fell apart, but we made it work out. It ended up being a very good 2 days in DeadWood.
And we did a lot of tours, saw a lot of things, lots of gunfights. The food, mostly bar type food. But we did get some good steak tips the other nights, which was a plus. And we learned a whole lot. We had a good time.
There's a lot of places to see around here. If you come and stay in DeadWood, there's lots of places within an hour, hour and a half of here that are great places to visit.
Yeah, and that's what we did. We kind of used DeadWood as a base camp and traveled out, so we got to see a whole lot while we're here, and there's a lot of videos coming, and I hope you will enjoy them. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to share with your family and friends. But until next time.
Y'all have a great day.
Yeah, what she said.